Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Be Real. My name is Jason James. Let's get right into it. Today, we're going to be, we're diving into a hot topic that's, it's actually stirring up some serious conversation. Kid Rock, he just recently received a lot of criticism from the mainstream media. He claims that the media ignored a significant meeting which where he feels he helped orchestrate between President Trump and Bill Maher, and he's not holding back. He's not going to hold back on his thoughts. So let's unpack the situation and explore what it means. Let's say for all of us.
There's something that's been weighing on my mind concerning this dinner with Bill Maher and President Trump, myself, and Dana White. It's bothering the hell out of me, but it's really no shocker. I've always tried to be reasonable and get my news from different sources, not just Fox, although I love Fox News. I've TiVoed the ABC and NBC World News Tonight. I watch a lot of the Sunday news programs. But I mean, what the This dinner, I stuck my neck out to make this dinner happen. There was a chance it could go really bad and that I might lose the president's trust, over lining this thing up. Thank God it turned out so good. I think it's, like most people, it's such a positive thing for this country and a message of, having some civility between reasonable people who disagree. That was proven. But what the The mainstream media, MSM, I've seen zero on NBC, ABC, CBS. I don't think I've seen anything on CNN. I saw something that the Washington Post is trying to, of course, change the narrative that, that it was a bad thing or that Bill Maher got played or something. I mean, what the This is something, no matter what your politics are, it should be a positive thing for our country. And I could care less about the accolades. They don't have to mention my name. I could give a shit. But there's no doubt that this is something positive for our country. And none of these motherfuckers can say anything about it. That tells you everything you need to know about these people. They're fucking I mean, I'm done with them. I'm not in this cancel culture, boycott bullshit. You do what you want, but until there's some changes at these places at the highest levels, people who run these news organizations, and wankers too, who report this news, because you're nothing but puppets. You sit there and read off your prompter or call yourself a journalistic reporter, this, that, and the other. You have no backbone. Most of you know this is a positive thing that really helps our country out, but I guess it paints President Trump in some sort of good light. So you're like, no, we're not going to report on it. And I mean, that goes, I haven't even seen anything on the local news here in Nashville where I live. And I can only assume that comes from the top. So mother sitting up in your high offices making these decisions that do nothing but hurt and divide our country. In my book, you motherfuckers are public enemy number one. God. So there. I got it off my chest. And I think I'm 1,000% right on this. So mainstream media, I'm going to refer back to a very old song of mine, Devil Without a Cause. When I say, oh.
So look, according to Kid Rock, this meeting was a rare chance for two political opposites to find, let's say, common ground, right? That was the whole point. Yet major networks like NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN were silent, right? I didn't see it anywhere. He argues that the media missed an important let's say, opportunity to highlight a positive story for once, let's say, that could have brought together, the people, bringing the people together, uniting. Instead, he accuses them of sticking to having divisive narratives. This brings up really an important issue, an important question in our country right now about the role of the media uh, in our society. Should they focus on stories like they used to 20, 30 years ago that promote dialogue and understanding, right? Regardless of political stance, it shouldn't matter. You know, it's a question that is actually more relevant today than ever before, right? When I was growing up, I don't remember any of this division or divisiveness. Look, so I want to engage with you. I want to hear from you guys, from everybody. I want to hear your thoughts. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think the media should be more responsible? Because I do, for covering stories that, let's say foster unity, to bring people together? Or have you ever noticed them also ignoring positive news? Because I have. It doesn't fit their narrative. That's the problem. So share your experiences in the comments, right? I like to go back and forth in the comments and get your feedback to see if we're all on the same page here. And here's another question I'm thinking about. How can we, as, let's say, media consumers, right, have a more balanced and let's say, an inclusive coverage? You know, so let's have a discussion, an ongoing discussion, because look, at the end of the day, your opinions matter, and that's what makes this channel a community. That's what we're building here, right? A very strong community where we debate, we argue back and forth, and this is not about being. It's not a political channel. So thank you for being a part of this conversation. I've really been thinking about this, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos and future content, because I plan on bringing you some really exciting videos. So I expect to see your comments and continue this dialogue until next time. Stay curious, and of course, let's keep questioning. Bye for now.